Uh, Good. How are you, parent? Uh, it is my hope that you are enjoying your holiday together with your children in the right manner. But today, let us discuss about the consumption of pornography by our children over this December holiday. The consumption of pornography over this December holiday. There are factors that can facilitate the consumption of pornography over this December holiday. And one of them is peer influence. The traits of your son or your daughter. There are those who understand, those who practice, or those who consume pornography. There are those who have, or those who have been bought smartphones or smartphones. There are those with the tabs or tablets, and there are those with laptops or even desktop. And today's children are quite informed, and especially when it comes to issues of electronics and technology. There are those who are already addicted to pornography. They visit this site from morning to evening, from dusk to dawn. And if a child of this kind happens to be afraid of your child, your daughter or your son, then most likely he or she is likely to be introduced into pornography. That is one. Two, our culture, our modern culture. We are no longer living in those early days when we were very disciplined. Today we are living with our neighbors who come with men, and they do whatever they do, sometimes in the full glare of our children. This is our culture today. The way we behave in front of children, even at home, the way we sit with our fiancés or with our husbands or wives, close together, fondling each other in front of our children. And this can also lead to the usage or the consumption of pornography. Remember, our children are no longer children. Those who have already completed their Form 4 KCS exam are no longer children. They are young adults. Remember, we have those who are in junior secondary, and they are 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years. They are no longer children. They are young adults. And they understand these things. So whatever we do in our homes, as parents, can affect their moral standing. So, as I was saying, I was talking about modern culture, where we have very poor dresses, the way we behave, the way our children see us, the way our children see the community behaving. And this can influence our children in the consumption of pornography. We have modern technology, as I had said earlier. Today, almost every young man, young lady, our children, our young children, have a smartphone or a laptop or a tablet. And when they are alone, you may not know what they are doing. Sometimes, in most cases, they will go to these sites. They will go to watch pornography. Another reason is, or another factor is lack of sex education. Sex education, whereby our children grow and we don't teach them about their femininity or their masculinity. We don't, when they reach their puberty stage and they start having those feelings of the opposite sex, they don't understand. They don't teach them about the dangers of premarital sex, sex before marriage. And because of lack of sex education, they can indulge themselves in sexual activities. And they can also visit pornographic sites. And when they go to these sites, they'll be curious to know or to want to know what adults do behind closed doors. And that one can lead to such activities. Hmm? We also have the normalization of pornography, whereby it is not restricted. It is there. Anytime you want to visit those sites, the government has not yet restricted such sites. And our children visit these areas, or these sites at will. We also have some other issues like psychological factors, whereby sometimes a child is left alone at home. The parents go to work, there is no any other person back at home, and the child is left alone. So due to loneliness, and the child can end up visiting these sites because he or she is all alone to keep himself or herself busy. And this can also lead to pornography watching. We also have addiction. When a child has done it so many times, the watching of pornography can lead to addiction. And the child will be addicted, he or she will not be able to leave those sites. So the other one is availability of free content. I think I have already discussed about this, whereby the government has not restricted such sites, and so at any one given time, our young children can visit these sites at will. So these are some of the issues that we are having today, and we are likely to have our boys and girls visiting these sites, and there is also the likelihood of them becoming addicted to the same. And once they become addicted, addiction has its own consequences. So when they visit these sites, they would want to visit more and more and more. And as they explore these sites, they learn more. They learn about homosexuality. They may visit these sites of whereby men are practicing homosexuality or lesbianism. And this can also lead our children wanting to practice the same. They want to know how it feels to have sex. So girls can go looking for boys, and boys can go looking for girls. And this can have dire consequences. So parents, as we enjoy our holiday, let us keep an eye on our children. So thank you, and God bless you.